Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Exhibition Park Raceway. 5 live races coming your way this afternoon. Post time set to go at 1 p.m. Today's races are conducted under the rules and regulations of the Atlantic Provinces Harness Racing Commission. Today's judges are Mr. Bob Wallace, Mr. Kevin Kroll, and Mr. Kent Butler. Just 2 changes that you need to know about as far as pari-mutuel wagering goes here this afternoon. Race number 2, we have a scratch. Take out the 4 overbearing sick. Number 4 overbearing is a scratch in race number 2. Now down to 5 pacers for race number 2. The only other change we have on the card is in the last race, race number 5, horse 5, Woodmere Ideal Art, barred from wagering this afternoon. Barred from wagering is horse 5, Woodmere Ideal Art, in race number 5 this afternoon. All pools will remain as scheduled. You will just bet the inside 4, and Woodmere Ideal Art will race for purse money only here this afternoon. Those are the only changes that we have on this afternoon's card. Also, a reminder, 50-50 tickets will be available all afternoon. Get them in any of your pari-mutuel sellers here this afternoon. 50-50, $5 in support of the MBSPOA. The guaranteed prize is $100. Also, handicapping contest. Make sure anybody that's involved have to spend as minimum of half your bankroll here this afternoon. Please get your bets in with Amanda before the completion of race number 2. We'll be eliminating 1 of the 6 here this afternoon. We'll be down to 5 after today. So good luck to everyone remaining in the handicapping contest here this afternoon. First to 5 is set to go in about 33 minutes time here at 1 o'clock. Pacers could be parading a little late here this afternoon due to the weather. Please avoid being shut out. Please wager early here this afternoon on the live racing. Also note to horsemen on the backstretch, Harold DeFazio is around with purse checks from September the 4th. September the 4th purse checks being handed out on the backstretch. The next 2 weeks will be out next Saturday here at Exhibition Park. Anyone owing stall rent, please make arrangements to get your stall rent paid with the race office. Stall rents need to be caught up here before the end of the racing season here at Exhibition Park. Thank you. Also, ladies and gentlemen, we have a correction on one of the timings on one of the chart lines. From last Saturday, September the 8th here at Exhibition Park, the race that Pickpocket Princess was in, she cut it all the way, set the fractions. The half shows 57-3. Actual time was 59-3. Halftime 59-3 last week. Pickpocket Princess halfway home. The rest of the fractions are correct. The judges retaped the race off the video time. There was a mistake of the half-mile time. Shows 57-3 in your program, was 59-3.
Universum Media Sports and Entertainment.
Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Again, pari-mutuel windows open and selling for race number 1. Now 21 minutes for post time on our first race. First of 5 live dashes on this Saturday afternoon, presented by Horse Racing New Brunswick. And before we begin this afternoon's action, those who are able, we would ask you to please stand for our national anthem.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Exhibition Park Raceway on this Saturday afternoon, September the 25th. A rather soggy Saturday afternoon here. We got 5 live races for you here this afternoon. And Scotty, a little bit of wet conditions, but hey, we're still racing, so it's all good, right?
Yeah, it's coming and going. It's kind of a weird day. We've even had a couple periods of sunshine, so it's just one of those days, Curtis. But we do have 5 races coming up here at Exhibition Park, and including a good top class this afternoon is race number 5.
Yes, absolutely. Field of 5 to contest that event. KD Overdrive, thank you all my fans. Emperor, Ebb and the Boys, and Woodmere Ideal Art. Just for our wagering patrons here today, Woodmere Ideal Art will be banned from betting in the race. He will still race. He will race for purse money, but he has been scratched off of the betting platform, so it'll be field of 4 horses to bet in that race. But of course, you know, no surprise, all eyes on him. Scotty coming fresh off of a win in 155 flat last week in impressive fashion.
Yeah, he's been impressive his last couple starts here, Curtis. He was second to Time to Dance, of course, in the Raw Gogan, and then last week that trip 155, what a mile, and you know, just a tick off or a couple ticks off his lifetime record. So that horse is good right now, and he's the cream of the crop right now here at Exhibition Park Raceway. And as you mentioned, barred from betting here this afternoon, so racing for purse only. But, you know, the horse on top of his game right now, so he's going to be tough to beat.
Yeah, absolutely, for sure. And that's the last race today. A couple others of our, we've been calling them the NB3, the Big Three. They're both drew in different classes today. So we'll be leading up. We got them split up into 3 different races. Of course, we'll see a Blood Money coming up in the 3rd race. And, of course, he probably would be expected favorite in that one as well.
Yeah, he's got the outside post here, post 5, but I don't think he'll have too much trouble with that field this afternoon. And Little Manny, I think, has got a good shot. So the Big Three, as we like to call them here at Exhibition Park, they're kind of split up here this afternoon, 3 different races. So I think they all have good shots, though, to get the winner's circle.
Yeah, they could all win. They could all the big NB3 win 3 on the same day. I don't know if that happened.
Good for the handicappers.
Yeah, I don't know if that happened this summer or not.
Probably not. No.
Yeah, but yeah, you had to mention handicapping, so good for the handicappers. So we might as well shift gears right into the handicapping challenge. We're down to our final 6.
Yeah, got a good battle going on.
Good battle going on. Of course, that gets cut down to 5 here this afternoon. Yours truly's on the bubble, ladies and gentlemen. It's go time for me, so I'm in the 6th place position. Got to make up some ground this afternoon, and as you had mentioned, when we were talking, you know, for bettors, but those races, there'll be some low price winners. I'm visioning on the back half of the program.
So. Yeah.
Woodmere Ideal Art is out of the betting, so decision's made. I'm going in early, Scotty, to try to make my ground.
You?
Of course, you're right up in the second. You're only You're only 25% or 25 cents behind Brock, our track announcer, who's back to the front of the bus with Ronnie Chamberlain third. My wife Ashley's in fourth. Dean McLaughlin, who's my enemy today, to try to get ahead of in fifth. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this shakes out in only 5 races. You're kind of short on your decisions.
Yeah, I'm playing pretty safe today, Curtis. I'll be honest with you, and I'm hoping my 2 will hit the winner circle and hopefully get me into the top 5 for next week. But just trailing Brock by a quarter, so we'll see how things shake out. And I know you're on the bubble, man, but I got confidence in you because I know you're one of the best one of the best analysts around. So I think you're going to be okay here this afternoon. You'll hit the top 5.
Well, you're more confident than I am, buddy. Thank you very
much.
Make it. So we'll see how it goes.
Make it.
Like I said, I'll be making my announcements here on air as we get going. They're in early, so you'll find out here very shortly. 15 minutes to post, of course. Now race number 1. All kinds of simulcast action on this evening. Every day, basically, we get going. But, of course, seems like it's a broken record lately. Big card at Mohawk. That seems to be everything we're talking about lately. What a September that they've had. And, of course, tonight's card no different at 8 p.m. Again, writing down Milton, final for Fillies and Mares. Simcoe 3-year-old Trot Open. She's a great lady for 2-year-old Fillies. Metro final for 2-year-old Colts. And the Mohawk Million for 2-year-old Colt Open Trots. So yeah, what a race card again they got going tonight up there.
Yeah, my favorite's a Metro. I love watching the 2-year-old Colts go and looking forward to that. And of course we get the Milton Downey here at Exhibition Park coming up a little bit later on in our race calendar. So looking forward to seeing the 2-year-olds there. But yeah, I love watching the 2-year-olds, Kurt. So a good card going there, and should put a plug in for Red Shores too. They got a big card at Summerside Raceway on Monday night with stakes galore. They've got the big 3 over there right now with 3-year-old Colts with Goliath and Steel Deal, and the other fella's back on the scene. Bet him again. He looked good last week.
Yes,
and,
he did.
All 3 of them, capable of pacing under 54 every year. So it's just unbelievable what these Colts are doing this year. It's just crazy.
Yes, absolutely. So that's some good action to be coming in the next couple days to be watching for sure. As well, 50-50 tickets on sale here. As always, get your tickets $5 each from your ticket seller here. Guaranteed prize of $100. We'll be drawing for that prize at the end of race number 4. And if you're here getting away from the rain in your vehicle, you can tune in to us on your FM dial 98.3. And shout out to everybody watching us online. And, of course, if you're not here to wager, you can wager on HPIBet.com, just as easy as that. Bet on your computer or mobile device. 14 minutes to post here in race number 1. Starters will be out on track in about 6 or 7 minutes, and when they do, Scotty and I will come back, take a look at the first half of the Daily Double, little handicapping, and we'll start talking handicap and challenge and see where some picks fell here this afternoon.
There you go. Thanks
for joining us here today, and we'll be back and see you in a few minutes.
And there's the 12 minutes now for wagering on this, our first race of the afternoon, Daily Double, races 1 and 2. And we do remind you, we do have a scratch in the second race. Number 4, Overbearing, has been scratched. And don't forget, we're rolling along with the Pick 5 here this afternoon as well, races 1 through 5. So the Pick 5's fairly rewarding here at Exhibition Park Raceway, paying in excess of $100 pretty much every time we've had it. So again, Pick 5 starting in race number 1, of course, rolling all afternoon. So make sure you get your Pick 5s here starting in a race number 1. Again, we feature Daily Double with that scratch on the back half of your double. Overbearing has been scratched. And we do offer win and place along with exactor and triactor betting here on the first race with post time in 11 minutes.
Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, wagering here this afternoon. Please wager early. Starters will parade a few minutes late here this afternoon in the off-going, so please make sure you get your wagers in early. Pick 5 starts here, of course, in the first race. Got to pick them all. Pick 5, very popular wager lately. Average payout well over $100, so make sure you try your luck at the Pick 5 here this afternoon. Still time to get that wager in here before the first race goes.
Coming up on 6 minutes, and as Brock mentioned off the top, we'll be leaving a little later getting the horses out due to the inclement weather here this afternoon. Not too bad at the moment, but supposed to rain off and on all day here in St. John. So once again, wager early. The horses will be a little bit late for post parade in each and every race here this afternoon. You're sitting at 6 minutes. And a pretty good betting board, pretty wide open. Longest shot with 6 minutes to go right now, just a 12-1, Love in Paradise. And she happens to be my top pick in the first race. And 12-1 odds you're getting on her right now. But we'll have a look at the starters once they're on the racetrack. And again, keep in mind, it's the pick 5. Take a shot on the pick 5 here this afternoon. Starting here in race number 1. So get in, don't be left out on the pick 5.
Horses and drivers for race number 1 now making their way through the yard, about to step on to the racetrack for the post parade. Horses and drivers for race number 1 now on the racetrack for post parade. Race 1 goes for a purse of $1,200. Daily double, exactor, triactor, win place, and the pick 5 are your betting features. Number 1, Love in Paradise, owned by the Ultimate Stable of Greater Lakeburn to Brunswick. Seafoam Melanson does the training. Stephen Treitz will do the driving from the rail. Love in Paradise. Number 2 is Montrose Hope, owned by Harvey Holm of Albert and Prince Edward Island. Lucy St. Amour does the training. John Davidson will do the driving from post 2, Montrose Hope. Number 3, Magical Alex, owned by Bob McNeil of St. John, New Brunswick. Bob is the trainer. Todd Treitz does the driving from post 3, Magical Alex. Number 4, Paris Beau, owned by Doug Beckwith, 2nd North River, New Brunswick. Doug is the trainer. Colin DeCourcy does the driving from post 4, Paris Beau. Rounding out the field from post 5, that's Ultimate Flying Nun, owned by the Ultimate Stable of Greater Lakeburn, New Brunswick. Don Hubbard, the trainer. Kyle Mason will do the driving. Post 5, Ultimate Flying Nun. 5 to contest race number 1, going for a purse of $1,200. Daily double, exactor, triactor, win place, and the pick 5 are your betting features. Don't be shut out on race number 1. Reminder, when you go to bet on race number 1, grab a 50-50 ticket in support of the NBSBOA. Winner will be drawn by the winner of race number 4 here this afternoon. Guaranteed prize of $100. Make sure to get in on the 50-50 here this afternoon at Exhibition Park.
And with starters on track for our first race of the afternoon, field of 5 to contest the event. Going to take a look at this contest, and I'm going to number 2, Scotty, here. I know we differ on our top selection. I'm going with Montrose Hope. This horse here is 10 times top 3 out of 16 starts. Only has the lone win to his credit. But I said in the prelim picks that he's been knocking on the door of a victory, and thinking maybe he can kick the door down today. Johnny D gets the call again. for trainer Lucy St. Amour, owner Harvey Holm. And he's going to be out and grinding. That's the way he always likes to do it. He can close well on the end of his miles. I'm just hoping he's in a good striking spot at the head of the stretch, and maybe he'll get that W today.
Yeah, we were talking to John there before the races, and I mentioned this horse, and he said, he's going to be out and going with him early. He thinks that my pick to the inside, Love in Paradise, has a shot to cut this mile out, and I think he'll move Montrose Hope early, and you know what he's like, Kurt. He can hang on the outside, and he's a tough horse, and right now you're getting 3-5, but I did go with Love in Paradise. I bet her last week in the handicapping contest, and she ended up going a wire-to-wire effort. She's got the rail, and she bravens up when she gets the lead. So a little bit of an outside shot here, but 5-1. So getting a little bit of respect here for Love in Paradise off that win last start. And Stephen Trites has driven this mare plenty of times, so knows her here from post position number 1.
Yeah, absolutely. With that rail control, Scotty, and she can leave. I think you'll see her up handy. And I think the other Trites brother, Todd with Magical Alex, the senior, I think we'll see him. I think we'll see him sit handy too, because we all know that's his game. Love in Paradise on screen right now, as you mentioned. Wire to wire last week, 2-0-2-1. It's gonna, a little step up in the competition here this afternoon, but no question, like I said, she'll be put in play early, and we'll see if she can hang around late. The odds are dropping. They were listening to you, Scotty, with the odds on earlier. She's down
even money now.
She's down to even money now, so now it's pretty close between her and Montrose Hope for top selection.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a pretty tough field here, Curtis. When you look at the board, they're pretty well bet. The longest shot right now, Ultimate Flying Nun, Kyle Mason has an outside shot. And you look down her card as well, down your program there. She's a consistent horse as well, but she does have the outside. And there's Colin DeCourcy with number 4, Paris Beau, another good shot in here. And Doug Beckwith, of course, owns and trains this pacer, Colin DeCourcy. He's got to win 2 starts back. And he could be tough in here too, Curtis. I think he does his best racing off the front. There's a lot of early speed, so that could play against him, I think, a little bit in here. And right now he's 5-1.
Yeah, that's surprising. I thought maybe he would be. Could have been a choice of being close to the favorite, and a good value on him right now for sure at 5-1. Starters are moving in now on the backstretch. Gates getting into position. Last chance to wager here on race number 1. Hurry in. And starters are in position now. Gate is in position. Wings are open. Wheels are rolling. Montrose Hope, my first pick in the handicapping challenge. Here's to hoping. We'll send it. Here's to hoping on Montrose Hope. For the first time today, we'll send it upstairs to Brock McEachran with the race call, race number 1.
Thanks, Kurt. Time to kick off a muddy afternoon here at Exhibition Park. Starters for the first are on the turn. From the rail, we have Love in Paradise and Stephen Trites. Montrose Hope with John Davidson. Magical Alex, Todd Trites. Paris Beau with Colin DeCourcy outside. That's Ultimate Flying Nun and Kyle Mason. Field of 5, Exhibition Park, race number 1. Here they come. There they go, off and pacing. Magical Alex, center of the gate, fires out of there from the inside. Love in Paradise, center of the track, Paris Beau. Into the first turn, Love in Paradise from the inside, has command of the racetrack. Outside, Magical Alex. He's looking at the 2-hole. Paris Beau found himself right there in third. Montrose Hope sees things from fourth, and at the back, Ultimate Flying Nun, she can see them all. Off stride goes Paris Beau in the 3-hole. Uncharacteristic break for him, and everybody's by okay as they are en route to the opening quarter. Love and Paradise sets up shop on the front end for Stephen Trites. She took them by the opening quarter, 30-2. Magical Alex left sharp. He'll assure himself the pocket trip. Montrose Hope had the 3-hole. He's now on the move on the outside, and he'll take over second and up to engage the leader. As they come in front of the fans first time around, it's Love in Paradise. She's in command of the racetrack. Up and at him on the outside, Montrose Hope is up to second. Magical Alex right there with them in third. Ultimate Flying Nun is following them in fourth. And after the miscue, Paris Bow is at the back. Horses were halfway home. 101 and 2 in the sticky go, and that's Love in Paradise. She's in command right there. Montrose Hope those up to the leader's wheel. No place to go right now for Magical Alex. The lines are tight on him in third. Sliding off the cones. Here comes Ultimate Flying Nun as they go down the backside. It's still Love in Paradise. She's on top. Outside second, that's Montrose Hope. Great trip here for Ultimate Flying Nun. Mason shows her 3-wide racetrack. The race is on now by 3/4, 132 and 3. It's still Love in Paradise in command of the racetrack. Second on the outside, Montrose Hope's not going away. 3-wide, here comes Ultimate Flying Nun. No place yet for Magical Alex. Paris Bow's in it too. Top of the stretch, they turn for home. Love in Paradise. Outside, Ultimate Flying Nun tries to take over. Center of the track for Mason. It's Ultimate Flying Nun. Up the rail comes Magical Alex late. Ultimate Flying Nun found the line. Might have been Magical Alex over Montrose Hope for second. It's tight. Time for the mile. 2:04 flat. Ultimate Flying Nun.
And a nice patient steer there for Kyle Mason. Watch the action there as Montrose Hope move first up for John Davidson early on to take on the challenger, Love in Paradise, who cut the fractions. There you see them off the turn, and Ultimate Flying Nun just eating up the rock dust here through the stretch. And Kyle Mason, like I said, set, watch the action there develop as Montrose Hope took that first overland journey and was still in the hunt, though, as you see in the Universum home stretch replay. And watch for Magical Alex get up the inside late. Love in Paradise cut the 30 and 2, 101 and 2, 132 and 3, and the fractions catching up to her today, just couldn't hang on. But Ultimate Flying Nun, another entry from the Red Hot Ultimate Stable, as Kyle Mason, there you see, gets up with Ultimate Flying Nun here in race number 1 to capture the victory. And Magical Alex sneaks up the cones here for driver Todd Trites. Never left the pylons, in fact, and slides up. Looks like he gets the deuce over Montrose Hope. Then right there as well was Paris Bow and Love in Paradise tiring as well. But here's Ultimate Flying Nun back to the winner's circle.
Now back in front of the fans comes the winner of race number 1. It's the 5-entry Ultimate Flying Nun. She's a 9-year-old mare by Driven to Win from the Cambest mare, You to Best. Owned by the Ultimate Stable of Greater Lakeburn, New Brunswick. Trained by Don Hubbard. Driven to victory by her son, Kyle Mason. Nice steer here. Ultimate Flying Nun, last to fire, first at the wire. She scores today 2:04 flat. Ultimate Flying Nun and Kyle Mason take race number 1. Race number 1 is headed official. Race number 1 headed official. The 1, Love in Paradise, was 4th. 2, Montrose Hope 3rd. 3, Magical Alex 2nd. 4, Paris Bow was 5th. And the 5, Ultimate Flying Nun, your race winner. Top down on your program should read 4-3-2-5-1 on the bottom. Fractions for race number 1. Quarter was up 30 and 2. Half 101 and 2. 3/4 133. 132 and 3, and the mile time for the winner, number 5, Ultimate Flying Nun, 2:04 flat. She returned $17 to win, $11.90 to place. The 3, Magical Alex, $11.90 to place. $2 exactor returns on a 5 all combination. 5 anybody in the exactor. You're a winner here, $44.10. 44.10 on the exactor, 5 all here in race number 1. $2 triactor returns 532. Your $2 try in race number 1, 532, returns you $198.90. Next up is race number 2, folks. Don't forget there is a change in race number 2. Scratch the 4 overbearing due to sickness. Overbearing is out here in race number 2. That is the only change we have on the card other than race number 5, barring the 5-horse Woodmere Ideal Art from Wagering. He will race for purse money only in race number 5.
Yeah, make sure when you're at the wagering windows to get a 50-50 ticket in support of the New Brunswick Standardbred Breeders Owners Horsemen's Association. And the draw coming up later on today. Tickets are $5 available from your parimutuel sellers here in St. John. And best of luck to you who, if you're alive in the pick 5 with Ultimate Flying Nun, you might have a nice ticket going here with that $17 winner from race number 1. If you put Ultimate Flying Nun in your pick 5, congratulations. You're still going here today and have a shot at your pick 5 ticket. Again, we'll be parading the horses just a little bit late here today, although right now sun in St. John, so weird day. Who'd have thunk it here in St. John? Now down to 9 minutes, and there are the handicapper selections coming up for race number 2 on your monitors. And Curtis going with a 6 and 2. Of course, overbearing has been scratched, so 6 and 2. I've went the other way, 2 and 6 here. And Gerard Smith, the race secretary, he's gone with the 3 here. So a little bit of an outside shot here at 10-1 early on for Philanthropist. He's put him on top with the 6, Windermere I'm All Right. And then I Love Roses for 3rd. So coming up on 8 minutes to the second race, and again, number 4, Overbearing Scratch Sick. Field of 5. Race number 2, now 8 minutes. Coming up to 5 minutes on this, the second race. And don't forget, all kinds of simulcast action here with us this afternoon here at Exhibition Park Raceway, and also in our simulcast locations in Fredericton and Dieppe. And loads of action this afternoon and this evening, as Kurt mentioned off the top, the big night at Mohawk, including the Metro Stakes final for 2-year-old pacers. So that's going to be a great one tonight at Mohawk. So all kinds of action available all the time here at Exhibition Park Raceway. The Sulky Room open 7 days a week for simulcast wagering and, of course, live racing each and every Saturday. And we're back next Saturday here at Exhibition Park for live racing with post time at 1 o'clock. I see the starters now leaving the barn area now, and they'll be out for post parade shortly with 5 minutes to post here on race number 2 in the slate choice. Bettor's choice so far is number 2, I Love Roses, as they get set to come on the track. It's currently at 4-5.
Horses and drivers for race number 2 are now on the racetrack for the post parade. Horses and drivers for race number 1 are now on the racetrack for the post parade. Number 1, Roland Peg, owned by Dale Orr, Robert Orr of Oak Bay. Gordon White is the trainer. John Davidson is the driver from the rail. Number 1, Roland Peg. Number 2, I Love Roses. Gary Wright, Sherry Williams of Woodstock are the owners. Gary does the training. Mark Hagg will do the driving from post 2, I Love Roses. Number 3, Philanthropist, owned by Bob McNeil of St. John, New Brunswick. Bob does the training. Kyle Mason will do the driving from post 3, Philanthropist. Number 4, Overbearing, has been scratched due to sickness. The 5, You Can't Fix Stupid, owned by Gerard Gallant of Cocan, New Brunswick. Gerard does the training. He will do the driving from post 5, You Can't Fix Stupid. And rounding out the field, number 6, Windermere, I'm All Right, owned by Kevin Price, Fredericton, New Brunswick. Steph DeCourcy does the training. Colin DeCourcy will do the driving. Number 6, Windermere, I'm All Right. Scratch down to a field of 5 to contest race number 2, going for a purse of $1,000. Daily double, exactor, triactor, win place are your betting features. Don't be left out on race number 2. My first pick for the handicapping contest is in this race. I've got 5-5 on one of them in here. I'll let you know who that is when they're rolling in behind the gate. Good luck.
And with starters on track for our second race of the afternoon, scratch down to a field of 5. Going to take a look at the top starters in here. You and I are pretty close. We just differ on the top end there, Scotty.
Yeah,
You like I Love Roses. I'm going with the one on screen right now, Windermere, I'm All Right. I like this mare getting some class relief here this afternoon. She's coming off of a 4th place finish. Last time out, 2 minutes and 3/5 against About to Get Lucky, Montrose Hope, Josie 150. I was kind of, on the fence about her a bit, but with the scratch of Overbearing, moves her in a position. Overbearing was going to be the one I thought she was really going to have to try to leave against, so I think Colin's going to be able to bust her out and get early position with her. And, we've seen her snap off a couple of wins here at EPR, most recently back here in August, turned a 2-hole trip into a 4-length winner in 201 flat. So, and she got the better of I Love Roses on that occasion, if you look at it, Scotty. But like I say, it's off track. Anything's possible here today, but I like her on top.
Yeah, she moves in the spot to post 5. She cut the race early there in her last start, and of course she had Montrose Hope coming at her early and kind of wore her down, and finished fourth, pace a mile in 2 minutes and 3/5. So I think she's going to be looking to get the lead here from post position number 5. I've went to number 2, and she's my handicapping selection here. Number 2, I Love Roses. I got 5 and 5 on I Love Roses from post 2. And gets Mark Haig back in the driver's seat. Gets a nice post here to work with today, Curtis, for Gary Wright, Sherry Williams. Gary does the training on this 6-year-old daughter of West Wardo, Hanover. And she's got 2 wins this year and close to $3,000 in the bank. And she's batting 50%, getting in the top 3. But I like her chances here. She's you look at her last few starts there, she's been out and going early, and I think with this short field and post 2, I think she'll be sitting 1 or 2 the entire mile, so it'll just be a matter if she can get up for the victory. But I like her here. She's at even money, but I think it's between our 2 picks here, Curtis, the 2 and the 6 for the top spot.
Yes, no, I Love Roses as well. I think she could have just as well used her on top. I like the angle with Mark back driving her today. Mark knows her better than anybody. He drove her a lot earlier this season. He's driven her a lot in the past. So she's coming off, Johnny D and Dave Dowling her last 2 trips, and Johnny was out rolling with her early last week. She hung on for the 3rd place, just tired late in the stretch, but now she's Mark's back above the wheels here this afternoon, and rightly so. She's 4 to 5 on the board as pretty near close to co-favorite with my top selection here in race 2.
Yeah, they're pretty even there, and if you're looking for an outside shot, you can't fix stupid. Kind of like her today, Kurt, off the soft track. Could be a factor here if we get some good fractions up front. This horse has been, hitting the top 3 almost 50% of the time, 6 thirds, and moved to the Gallant stable, as we all know, and hasn't been firing, but picking up some money. But could be an outside play here if you're looking for a long shot. She's 20 to 1 right now as they gather on the backstretch here in race 2.
Last chance to wager here now on race 2. Field's moving into position. Field of 5. Going behind the gate, wings open, wheels are rolling. We'll send it upstairs once again to Brock with the race call.
Thanks, Kurt. Like I said, my first pick of the handicapping contest is in here. We get 5-5 on one of them. You know what they say on the off track, you're supposed to bet the gray horse, but I didn't. I went with the 6, Windermere, I'm all right. 5-5 on the 6, Windermere, I'm all right. Good luck to anyone in the contest. Starters for race number 2, and behind the starting gate we have Rollin' Peg with John Davidson, I Love Roses with Mark Haig, Philanthropist with Kyle Mason, You Can't Fix Stupid, Gerard Gallant, outside Windermere, I'm all right, and Colin DeCourcy. 5 of them. Everybody's got their nose on the gate, top of the stretch at Exhibition Park. Here they come. There they go, off and pacing Windermere, I'm all right, fires from the outside, inside I Love Roses, into the first turn, I Love Roses inside, Windermere, I'm all right outside, these two battling for early position, Philanthropist on the outside's now going to grab a seat in third, Rollin' Peg found a spot in fourth, You Can't Fix Stupid, she can see them all at the back by the opening quarter, Windermere, I'm all right, and DeCourcy from the outside, they wanted the front, they're the leaders by the opening quarter, Windermere, I'm all right, in command of the racetrack. I Love Roses right on her back in second by the opening quarter. 30-1 the opening panel for Windermere, I'm all right. I Love Roses about a length and a half back in second. Philanthropist gaps out a bit in third. Then we find Rollin' Peg in fourth, and You Can't Fix Stupid is at the back, but she eyes the outside as the horses come in front of the fans. First time around, they're all strung out. They're chasing the 6-year-old daughter of Western Paradise. This is Windermere, I'm all right. She's halfway home, under tight lines for DeCourcy. They were halfway there. 59-2, 29-1, second quarter. Windermere, I'm all right, not waiting for anybody. She's going right on down the road. DeCourcy lets her roll by the 5/8. I Love Roses, though, is staying right with her in second. Philanthropist now closes that gap from third. So does Rollin' Peg in fourth, and You Can't Fix Stupid is at the back. Things are starting to tighten up as they roll to 3/4. The leader still, Windermere, I'm all right. I Love Roses, though, is biding her time in the pocket. pocket by 3/4, 131 flat. Windermere, I'm all right, clings to that lead. She looks over her shoulder, though. She sees I Love Roses. These two gonna settle it in the stretch. They settle down for the top of the lane. Windermere, I'm all right, tries to battle back inside. I Love Roses outside, takes it to her. These still going at it through the strain. Windermere, I'm all right inside, but I Love Roses finally gets up in the lane. I Love Roses at the line. Windermere, I'm all right was second. Close for third. Could have been Roland Peg over Philanthropist. Time for the mile, same as the first race, 2:04 flat.
And some pretty torrid fractions there for the off track here this afternoon as the early pace setter Windermere, I'm all right. And she did use that inside or the outside post, and we figured she'd be busting off the gate here this afternoon. Cut the early fractions 30-1. Went even faster the second quarter, 29-1 in the second quarter. So she stepped it up 3/4, 131. And they came home 33 seconds, so they were all looking for the wire here in race number 2. But I Love Roses, what a perfect pocket trip for her. And Mark Haig in the driver's seat, and didn't know if she was going to get up here or not. These two were battling, and the old Hagler with the mud flap there dangling through the stretch there, but got up to win it. I Love Roses, and got the perfect pocket journey. And Windermere, I'm all right, doing all the work, does hold on for second, and then the backfield were closing late. But these two, tons the best here, and I Love Roses for Gary Wright and Sherry Williams. Gary does the trading. They'll be back in the winner's circle in just a few moments as you see her finishing up there, getting the win over Windermere, I'm all right. And Roland Peg gets up on the outside for a bit of a long shot for third, head of Philanthropist, and then You Can't Fix Stupid. So we'll have her back here in just a moment. I Love Roses takes the second at 6-5.
Now making her way back in front of the fans comes the winner of race number 2. It is the 2 I Love Roses. She's a gray mare, 6 years old, by West Werdo Hanover, from the Paris Dexter mare, Another Rose. She's owned by Gary Wright and Sherry Williams of Woodstock, New Brunswick. Gary does the training. Mark Haig did the driving here this afternoon for I Love Roses. Win number 3 on the season, win number 9 of her career. She stopped the clock today, 2:04 flat. Congratulations to the connections, Gary Wright, Sherry Williams, Mark Haig, and number 2, I Love Roses. Race number 2 is going official. Race 2 headed official. The 1, Roland Peg, was third. 2, I Love Roses, your race winner. 3, Philanthropist, was fourth. 4, Overbearing, scratch sick. 5, You Can't Fix Stupid, was fifth. And the 6, Windermere, I'm All Right, was second. Top down your program should read 314, scratch 52 on the bottom. Fractions for race number 2. Quarter was up 30-1, half 59-2, 3/4 131 even. Mile time for your winner, number 2, I Love Roses, 2:04 flat. Once again, we'll announce that adjusted time from last week, folks. It does affect 2 of the horses in race number 3, horse 3, JJ Brienne, and horse 4, Joe's Beauty. Their last line, the half, does show 57-3. It was retimed 59-3. 59-3, the actual time for the half mile on horses 3 and 4 here in race number 3. That line also affecting the 5 Pickpocket Princess in race number 4. Here are your pays from race number 2. Race 2, I Love Roses return $4.60 to win, $2.20 to place. The 6, Windermere I'm All Right, $2.10 to place. $2 exactor, 2-6 the winning combination, $7.90. $2 daily double, 5-2, 5-2 the winning combination, $11.20. And your triactor, 261. 261 is the winning combination on the try, $42.10 for that. Bills there, folks. The daily double paid on the 5-6. 5-6 daily double paid $11.20. That was on horse number 6, Windermere I'm All Right, that finished second. So your daily double paid winning combination 5-6 in race number 2.
And coming up next, our third race, race 3. And if you like the daily doubles, you can get daily doubles for races 3 and 4. Daily double wagering available on races 3 and 4. Also win and place along with exactor and triactor wagering coming up for the third race. And there are the handicapper selections on your monitors for the upcoming third. And all of us on number 5, Blood Money, for the upcoming third race. Also, we're all on number 2, About to Get Lucky, to get the deuce here. And Kurt and I both like J.J. Brienne for the show spot. And Gerard Smith, the race secretary, has put in Joe's Beauty in the show slot here for race number 3. So we'll take a look at the field when they're on the racetrack. Down to 8 minutes. Win and place exactor, triactor, along with daily double wagering. And the starters leaving the barn area now. Post parade will be up next shortly.
horses and the drivers for race number 3 now on the racetrack for the post parade. Race 3 goes for a purse of $1,300. Daily double, exactor, triactor. Win place are your betting features. Number 1, Josie 150, owned by Sam Hodgins of Bloomfield, Kings County, New Brunswick. Sam does the training. He will do the driving from the rail. Josie 150. Number 2, Bout to Get Lucky, owned by the Ultimate Stable of Greater Lakeburn, New Brunswick. Sifois Melanson does the training. Todd Trites will do the driving from post 2, Bout to Get Lucky. Number 3, J.J. Brienne, owned by John Davidson Jr. of St. John, New Brunswick. John Davidson Sr. is the trainer. He will do the driving from post 3, J.J. Brienne. Number 4, Joe's Beauty, owned by Stephen Downey of Quispamsis, New Brunswick. Steve Mason does the training. Steve Mason will do the driving from post 4, Joe's Beauty. And number 5, Blood Money, owned by Dr. Mitch Downey of St. John, New Brunswick. Ellen Stevenson is the trainer. Dr. Downey will do the driving from post 5, Blood Money. A field of 5 to contest race number 3, going for a purse of $1,300. Daily double, exactor, triactor. Win place are your betting features. Don't be left out on race number 3. While you have a chance, ladies and gentlemen, maybe grab a 50-50 ticket. Guaranteed prize here this afternoon, $100 in support of the NBSBOA. Don't forget your 50-50 ticket here this afternoon. And while we have a minute, I'd like to wish a happy anniversary to our longtime charter here, Mary Ann Beatty. Her and her husband, Rick Beatty, have celebrated 34 years together. Congratulations to the pair of you on your anniversary.
And starters on track for our third race of the afternoon. We're going to take a look at this contest, and as you just mentioned there a bit earlier, a lot of the same picks on the board there, Scotty, with no surprise, Blood Money here, top selection in race number 3. Comes in off of a third place finish last week in our top class. Paced a decent mile, 156 flat, 28 and 4 on the end. Raced really good. Gets a little class break here this afternoon. Doesn't have to tango with Little Manny nor Woodmere Ideal Art. Does have outside post 5 to deal with. I assume Mitch is going to get him into play early, and I think if he can get to the front at some point in the mile, I think he's going to be awful hard to beat.
Yeah, he hasn't seen a cheaper class this year, Kurt, so he does have post 5 to contend with, but I think just on class alone, this horse should be able to beat them. And Dr. Mitch Downey driving, looking for win 6 on the season, and he's the better's choice at 1-2 right now. And I think we both gone to number 2, Bout to Get Lucky, and this horse, Kurt's been racing well, made that miscue early on last week, but Todd did a great job getting him back on pace, and fought them off there. He got parked just past the half, moved to the front, and just held on for a victory in 1:59. And I had this horse last week in the handicapping contest and got the win last week. He's got post 2, getting better every start. You look down the program there, and he's got some good times. And he does have post 2, and he does, look a lot better each and every week. So right now you're getting 4-1 if you're looking for an upset play on number 5. It does look like Bout to Get Lucky might have the best shot here, Kurt, from post 2.
Yeah, no question. I mean, you look at his lines, 8 out of 9, top 3 this year. He got that win last week. He was, he taught his handful with him though a little bit during the mile a couple times, but he still was able to hang game in the stretch for the win in 159 flat. He does definitely, obviously, has to step up in competition here today, but with the inside draw and Todd back on him again, Todd's going to move him in, put him into play early as well. So yeah, you're right. If you're looking for an upset contender, 4-1's a good price on him.
Yeah, for sure. And I think we both like number 3, J.J. Brienne. I think she's going to be a player early on here in race number 3. She's got that great gate speed, and I think John's going to be busting her off the gate here from post position number 3. And if Mitch tries to take the lead here, then J.J. Brienne should get a nice trip here from post position number 3. She was the early favorite, but she's up to 8-5. And I just think she'll get off the gate here, Kurt, and hold on for a share of it. But there are some outside plays here if you're looking for your triactor with the 1 Josie 150 currently at 21-1, so a big play on number 1. And Joe's Beauty bang up second in her last start here at Exhibition Park, and she's got post 4 and getting 5-1 here in race number 3.
Yeah, I do like Johnny, as you mentioned. I like the last couple weeks. Johnny's ended up tripping her out. He made a move with her last week, but then she was covered up for the second half of the mile, and then she was narrow beaten the week before in a 2-hole trip. So we know her game's usually on the front end. Johnny usually likes to get her out and roll, and then she gets a little tired late. So a couple brave enough trips for her. And obviously with post 3, I think Johnny will put her into position early, but he could be looking for that covered up trip again. And if it's Mitch that comes or Todd or whatever, she could braven up off of another 2-hole ride.
Yeah, definitely. And the outside horse right now, as far as the bettors, number 1, Josie 150. And we all know how this horse can finish up. So if they get some good speed up front, then this kind of plays into the hands of Josie 150 for a long shot play. And does have a win here, 201-4 over Exhibition Park Raceway, but shows a trip 59-4 a few starts back. But again, I think the speed factor will play here. If they move along, then he has a better chance to maybe hit the board here, and you're getting pretty good odds if you want to throw him in your ticket here in this short field. 21-1 right now on number 1, Josie 150 as it gets set on the backstretch.
Yeah, I agree, Scotty. Looking at, I think the eye catcher on this fellow, those couple last quarters recently, he comes smoking home in 28-2, 2 starts back, 2 minutes and 2/5 against Thank You All My Fans and J.J. Brienne. Then 29-1. He was back quite a ways, 16 lengths back at the quarter last start, and then recovered for the third place finish, 29-1 in the end. No question he can scat home. Just a question if Sam can have him in position late enough to strike. But last chance to wager here now in race number 3. Starters are moving into position. Last chance to wager. And they are in position. Wings open, wheels are rolling. Field of 5 to contest race 3. We'll send it up to Brock with the race call.
Thanks, Kurt. Race 3 Pacers on the turn from the rail out. Josie 150 and Sam Hodgen. About to get lucky, Todd Trites. J.J. Brienne, John Davidson. Joe's Beauty, Steve Mason. Outside, that's Blood Money and Mitch Downey. Field of 5. Race number 3, Exhibition Park. Here they come. There they go, off and pacing inside, about to get lucky, fires off the wing, center of the racetrack, J.J. Brienne. Outside, Blood Money, left hard, he'll tuck in from third. Joe's Beauty away fourth. At the back, Josie 150. Round the first turn, on up to the opening quarter they go. That's J.J. Brienne and John Davidson. They set up shop on the front end. They're the leaders on route to the opening quarter. About to get lucky, sitting there right in second. Blood Money studies things from third. Joe's Beauty has fourth, and Josie 150 is at the back, but he's starting to close the gap as they went by the opening quarter. 29-3, J.J. Brienne in command of the racetrack. About to get lucky, about 2 lengths off her in second. Blood Money with his head off the cones from third. Following him will come Joe's Beauty as the horse is coming front of the fans first time around. This is J.J. Brienne and John Davidson. Her leads 2 lengths halfway home. On the inside, about to get lucky is second. Blood Money now up and at her on the outside. He was third, now takes over second. They were halfway home. Honest fractions for the day. 59 seconds flat, J.J. Brienne in command. Blood Money on the outsides battling with Bout to Get Lucky. Back to fourth we find Joe's Beauty. And still at the back, Josie 150 on down the backstride. J.J. Brienne, she looks strong to 3/4. Bout to Get Lucky's the closest to her, and she's about 2.5 back. Blood Money went back to the cones in third. On to fourth is Joe's Beauty by 3/4. That's why 128 flat. J.J. Brienne trying to seal the deal on the turn, but Bout to Get Lucky's got her in his sights in second. Blood Money now starting to hit a gear from third. There's Joe's Beauty's fourth. Anyone's in at top of the stretch. Bout to Get Lucky outside takes control. On the inside, J.J. Brienne. Bout to Get Lucky now to the front. Up the rail comes Blood Money, but it's Bout to Get Lucky at the line. Bout to Get Lucky in Todd Trites. Blood Money got the deuce. Looked like Joe's Beauty for third. Time for the mile. 159 flat. Bout to Get Lucky.
And Todd Trites about to get lucky. Gets a nice trip in here. Just watch the action unfold. and got the 2-hole trip. Quarter 29 and 3. J.J. Brienne busted the gate, and the favorite Blood Money getting away third, but did make that last-minute surge there at the final 8th pole. But there you see, about to get lucky on the outside, taking over the pace setter J.J. Brienne in deep stretch, and Blood Money, who got away third, comes up the inside and will get the deuce, but about to get lucky. What a trip, and second win on the program for the Ultimate Stables. About to get lucky. Pulls a slight upset here in race number 3 with Todd Trites in the bike. There you see Blood Money fighting back and getting up for the deuce ahead of J.J. Brienne. Joe's Beauty was flying at the end of it too, and right there as well, and then Josie 150. We'll have About to Get Lucky in the Ultimate Stable Connections. They'll be back in the winner's circle with their second win of the afternoon, and About to Get Lucky scores at 5-2 here in race number 3.
Now making their way back in front of the fans comes the winner of race number 3. It's the 2-entry Bout to Get Lucky. He's a 4-year-old son of Ultimate Luck from the Too Funny for Words mare, Ultimate Spirit. He's a homebred of the Ultimate Stables of Greater Lakeburn, New Brunswick. Sifuan Melanson does the training. Todd Trites did the driving for Bout to Get Lucky. This is win number 3 on the season, win number 4 of his career. He ties his lifetime mark today in the off-going. Best trip on him I've seen, folks. 159 flat in the mud. Bout to Get Lucky. And Todd Trites capture race number 3. Congratulations to the connections, the Ultimate Stable, Sifuan Melanson, and Todd Trites. A new Brunswick bred winner, I might add. Race number 3 is headed official. Race 3 going official. Number 1, Josie 150 was 5th. 2, About to Get Lucky, your race winner. 3, J.J. Brienne was 4th. 4, Joe's Beauty finished 3rd. And 5, Blood Money was 2nd. Top down your program should read 5, 1, 4, 3, 2 on the bottom. Fractions for race number 3. Quarter was up 29 and 3. Half 59 seconds flat. 3/4 128 flat. Mile time for your winner, number 2. About to Get Lucky. Right to his lifetime best, 159 flat. Mutuals here, ladies and gentlemen. Double pays on 2-5. Winning daily double 2-5 here in race number 3. That double will return you $4.20. 2, About to Get Lucky. 7.10 to win. 3.10 to place. 5, Blood Money. 2.10 to place. $2 exactor. 2-5. $10.90. $2 try. 2-5-4. The winning combination in race 3. Your try actor will return you $48.80. While we're waiting for the starters for the 4th, ladies and gentlemen, this is probably your last chance to grab a 50-50 ticket if you haven't. The winner of race number 4 will draw our winning 50-50 ticket here this afternoon. And if you're up at the Sulky Room Lounge, you might want to grab yourself a program for Mohawk tonight. What a card they have. the September to Remember, as they're calling it. All boils down to tonight, $3 million on the line, $1 million in the Mohawk Million. What a concept for a race. All the best 2-year-old trotters out there. No starting fees required. Just the owners buy the positions in the race for $100,000 apiece. 9 entries plus the winner of the Bill Wellwood Memorial, and those 10 best 2-year-old trotters, Colts and fillies, are going to race for $1 million tonight. What a show that should be. On top of that, you got the best 2-year-old pacing colts in the world in the Metro going for over $800,000. Good luck to Ken Middleton and the blah, blah, blah in there tonight for over $800,000 amongst many other big stakes. Too many to list off right now, but make sure you check out the card tonight. $3 million tonight at Mohawk. It truly is the September to Remember.
And upcoming our fourth race of the afternoon, race number 4. There are no changes, and you've got a shot if you're a daily double wagerer to pick up a daily double for races 4 and 5. Also exactor wagering, win in place, and triactor betting available in the upcoming 4th race. And wanted to send out a congratulations to driver Gilles Barrio and horseman Gilles Barrio, who has been announced that he will be inducted into the Moncton Sports Wall of Fame coming up in October at a ceremony in Moncton. So well deserved. Gilles, of course, from Dieppe, and got his early start in Moncton. And then, of course, moved to St. John, and the rest is history, and was inducted in 2020 to the St. John Sports Hall of Fame, and will be inducted this year into the Moncton Sports Wall of Fame at a ceremony coming up in October. So congratulations, well deserved for trainer driver Gilles Barrio. Coming up next, our 4th race and 10 minutes to post, and there are your handicapper selections coming up in the 4th race. And number 3, Little Manny, right down your win column there. Everybody on number 3, Little Manny, in the upcoming 4th race. Curtis has gone to number 5, Pickpocket Princess for the Deuce. And Gerard and I both on number 1, Bugger Max for the Deuce from post position number 1. And then Curtis has gone to Bugger Max, of course, for 3rd. And Pickpocket Princess, we've gone to the outside for the 3rd spot for this triactor upcoming in the 4th race. 9 minutes to post. Starters will be, actually, they're just leaving the barn area now. Your post parade will be coming up shortly for this race number 4.
Universal Media Sports and Entertainment.
horses and drivers for race number 4 are now on the racetrack for the post parade. Race 4 goes for a purse of $1,400. Daily double, exactor, triactor, win place are your betting features. Number 1, Bugger Max, owned by Gordon White and Dale Orr of St. John. Gordon does the training. Mark Haig will do the driving from the rail. Bugger Max. Number 2, Brandon's Glory, owned by Tommy Gunn, St. John, New Brunswick. Tommy does the training. John Davidson will do the driving from post 2, Brandon's Glory. Number 3, Little Manny, owned by Dean McLaughlin, Brad McLaughlin, Mark Taylor, and Stephen Treitz of New Brunswick. Charlie Miles does the training. Stephen Treitz will do the driving from post 3, Little Manny. Number 4, Fall Bliss, owned by Dr. Mitchell Downey of St. John, New Brunswick. Ellen Stevenson does the training. Dr. Downey will do the driving from post 4, Fall Bliss. Number 5, Pickpocket Princess, owned by Wayne Hubbard of St. John, New Brunswick. Wayne does the training. Todd Treitz will do the driving from post 5, Pickpocket Princess. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, just to draw your attention to that chart line on the 5, Pickpocket Princess, correct half-mile time should read 59-3. 59-3, the correct half-mile time for the 5, Pickpocket Princess.
And with starters on track for our 4th race of the afternoon, field of 5 to contest the event. Going to take a look at this one, and no surprise, everybody going with Little Manny here, Scotty, right across the board, and 1-9 on the board. But obviously, we've seen favorites can be beat
Definitely
in the last race. But this horse comes in off of a good second-place effort last week, 155-4, chartered mile to Woodmere Ideal Art. Good post to work with in post 3 here this afternoon. Regular pilot Stephen Treitz is aboard for trainer Charlie Miles. Stephen co-owns with Mark Taylor, Brad McLaughlin, and Dean McLaughlin. And I think Steve's going to get him put into position early. And I think if he does get the chance to clear to the lead, I think it'll be Catch Me If You Can.
Yeah, I think it'll be a similar trip to a couple starts back there where he took the lead and wanted control of the race. And I think Stephen's going to want to do that here this afternoon for his connections. And he misses Woodmere Ideal Art today, so he does get a little bit of a step down here from post position number 3 here this afternoon. And I think he'll just get, he'll want the lead here, Curtis, I think, and keep him out of trouble. And he's, on paper he's the best here, and I just can't see Stephen, really taking a shot, sitting out of a hole or anything with him today. I think he's going to be firing off the gate, and a lot of money on him right now. I've got 10-10 in the handicapping challenge here today, and I know Mr. McLaughlin as well has probably got his money down on his own Little Manny here in the handicapping contest as well, race 3. So a lot of money on number 3 right now. Little Manny at 1-9.
Went to the outside to Pickpocket Princess, threw her in for the 2 spot here this afternoon. She comes off a good win last week, 159 flat, as Brock had mentioned, the adjusted time on the half in that one. But, she's been getting steadily better. Started her season a little bit later. She only got the 8 starts this year, but 2 wins, a second and 2 thirds. Todd Treitz is aboard once again for owner-trainer Wayne Hubbard. She does have the outside post 5 to work with, some decent levers to her inside, so it'll be interesting to see how Todd's going to navigate the trip with her. But there's no question she comes in fine form.
Yeah, definitely. She was good last week. Pacing that last quarter 29-4 to close things out, and held on for the win over fast closing Joe's Beauty. But Todd gets along with this mare so well, Kurt. We've seen it in the past where he's reeled off 2 or 3 straight with her. I don't think she's got a chance here to beat Little Manny. You never know with the off track and things, but I like her for, I picked her for 3rd actually. I went to number 1, Bugger Max, if you're looking for a long shot play here over Little Manny right now, 28-1, and we know how Bugger Max can leave. He's got the inside, and I know he's one of your favorites, Kurt. He's got the inside post here for Gordon White and Dale Orr. Butchie, of course, does the training on this horse, and has had a decent campaign, 8 of 16 in the top 3, and about $4,500 made. But this veteran pacer has the inside post, and I know you call him the ATM here, Kurt, and I do like him to get part of the triactor here, and I took him in the number 2 slot, and, might be a decent exactor play, and of course now he drops, as I say that, 9-2 now on number 1, Bugger Max, and I think you've you've gone to him for third, I think, Kurt.
Yeah, you had to throw him in. You always got to throw him in for a piece, especially off of an inside draw. Mark tripped him out last week. He raced good, finished second to KD Overdrive in that occasion. And like I said, rail control today. Of course, we do have some bust and some gate speed in here without a doubt. But I mean, he's not one that I would say when he's on the outside that he busts. But I mean, he can protect his position when he leaves on the inside. And I think Mark will be looking to try to do that here this afternoon. So can't count out the old vet. He's always can be a piece of your ticket without a doubt. He's got a great top 3 percentage the last few years. And I think he's be a bit of a long shot play if anybody's looking. Obviously, Little Manny heavy favorite at 1-9, but Bugger Max is at 9-2 right now.
Yeah, and speaking of long shots, your longest shot right now, number 2, Brandon's Glory, and Tommy Gunn owns and trains this veteran pacer, and he's been around the Maritimes here. He's got a lifetime mark of 53-4, taking over Woodbine as a 5-year-old. But this horse pretty handy. He's 10 of 16 in the top 3. He's got a good post to work with from post 2. So if you're looking for a shot, number 2, Brandon's Glory right now, 34-1.
Starters are moving in now for race number 4, getting into position, field of 5. Gate is in position. Wings open, wheels are rolling. Once again, we'll send it upstairs to Brock with the race call.
Thanks, Kurt. Race 4 starters are rolling in behind the starting gate on the turn from the inside. We have Bugger Max and Mark Hagg. Brandon's Glory, John Davidson. Little Manny and Stephen Trites. Fall Bliss, Mitch Downey. Outside, Pickpocket Princess and Todd Trites. Field of 5, race number 4. Here they come. There they go, off and pacing, firing off the gate. That's Little Manny in between pacers. Fall Bliss from the inside. That's Bugger Max. He stacks them up wide round the first turn. Bugger Max on the inside has command of the racetrack. Little Manny on the outside's got a different plan. He's now grabbing leather, looking at that 2-hole, but he doesn't want it. Trites now sits up on Little Manny. Little Manny up and at her on the outside. He wants the front. He's now the leader en route to the opening quarter. Little Manny and Trites take over. Bugger Max stung him away. Now he'll sit on his back. Gapped out back to third. That's Brandon's Glory. They were by the opening quarter. 29 seconds flat in the off-going. Little Manny sets up shop on the front end. Bugger Max right there in second. Brandon's Glory third. Fall Bliss on the cones fourth. And Pickpocket Princess, she can see them all. She's at the back. Things are starting to settle up here as they come in front of the fans. Little Manny in command. Tracy starts to tap the brakes on him. Bugger Max right up on the helmet. Here comes Fall Bliss. He's first over, and the whip is on his tail. They're by the half. 59-1. Good opening fractions in the off going for Little Manny. His lead now out to a length and a half. Bugger Max tries to stay with them in second. Fall Bliss working hard on the outside. Locked up in the box now. That's Brandon's Glory in second over and following cover. Pickpocket Princess on down the backside. Little Manny looks strong. His lead's now at 2.5 lengths. Bugger Max on the inside has second. Center of the track, that's Fall Bliss. 3 wide, Pickpocket Princess. They went on by 3/4. Little Manny opens up by 4. 129-2. He's trying to seal the deal on the turn. Bugger Max trying to re-rally from second. Brandon's Glory still on the cones from third. Top of the stretch, Little Manny. He turns them on through the stretch. Little Manny by 5, now 6. He's pacing away. It's all Little Manny. The battle for second here. Bugger Max inside. Brandon's Glory outside, but it's all Little Manny at the line. Battle for second went to Bugger Max over Brandon's Glory. Time for the mile. Good one here today. 159 flat. Little Manny.
And a nice trip indeed. That final quarter, 29-3 over the off footing here this afternoon. And Little Manny and driver Stephen Trites, he wanted control of the race, got away second there early on to Bugger Max, but wanted the lead, took control. Quarter 29, 59-1 at the half. Kept the fractions moving pretty good, well rated here. And Little Manny shows his heels to the field here, and Bugger Max got that perfect pocket trip. And a closing Brandon's Glory on the outside, but Little Manny doing all the work. He was by himself. And like Brock said, nice trip over the conditions here this afternoon. 159, closed it out 29-3, and you see him here And Stephen Trites just looking over his shoulder here and checking things out, but well in control here. Little Manny in pretty much a jog burger here in the fourth race, wins it for Stephen Trites. For his connections, Dean and Brad McLaughlin, Mark Taylor. Stephen Trites co-owns and drives for trainer Charlie Miles. Bugger Max second, and Brandon's Glory on the outside.
Now making his way back in front of the fans comes the winner of race number 4. It's the 3-entry Little Manny. He is a 4-year-old gelded son of Articulator from the Blissful Hall mare, The Good Wife. Owned by Dean McLaughlin, Brad McLaughlin, Mark Taylor, and Stephen Trites of New Brunswick. Charlie Miles does the training. Stephen Trites did the driving, put Little Manny on top all the way. He stops the clock today, 1:59 flat in the off-going. That's win number 6 on the season, win number 11 on his career. Congratulations to the connections, Dean McLaughlin, Brad McLaughlin, Mark Taylor, Stephen Trites, Charlie Miles, and Little Manny.
Again, don't forget, we're back here at Exhibition Park Raceway next Saturday afternoon. First post at 1 o'clock. Next Saturday here at Exhibition Park. First post at 1 o'clock.
Race 4 is going official. Race 4 is headed official. The 1, Bugger Max, was second. 2, Brandon's Glory, finished third. 3, Little Manny, your race winner. 4, Fall Bliss, was fifth. And the 5, Pickpocket Princess, finished fourth. Top down your program should read 23154 on the bottom. Fractions for race number 4, quarter was up 29 flat, half 59 and 1, 3/4 129 and 2. Mile time for your winner, number 3, Little Manny, 159 flat. He returned 220 to win, 210 to place. The 1, Bugger Max, 210 to place. $2 exactor, 3-1 the winning combination, 1460 on the exactor. $2 daily double, 5-3 the winning combination. Daily double returns $2.10, and it's a 5-3 for the winning combination there. And your $2 triactor. $2 triactor, 3-1-2 the winning combination. Your try returns $22.80, $22.80 on the try here in race number 4. One live dash left on the card here this afternoon. Comes up race number 5. Down to 4 betting interests as we take number 5, Woodmere Ideal Art, out of the betting equation here this afternoon. Horse 5 will race for purse money only. Number 5, Woodmere Ideal Art, he'll be out there racing for purse money only this afternoon.
And coming up next, our fifth race on the afternoon, our final live race of the afternoon. And number 5, as Brock mentioned, Woodmere Ideal Art barred from betting. So we'll have a field of 4 as the wagering aspect of the finale goes, with 9 minutes to post. And there was our selections as far as the betting board, but of course the 5 out. And Curtis and I both liked number 1 KD Overdrive for the deuce, so looking to move him into the top spot in the finale. And I've gone with number 2 Thank You All My Fans, who I'll put in for second now. And Curtis had picked number 4 Ebb and the Boys for third, so we'll move him up to second. And Gerard Smith going with Ebb and the Boys in the second slot, so that would put him, for wagering purposes, as the top choice over number 3 Emperor. So he's looking well outside here for a long shot play, the 4 and the 3. So pretty wide open field here with the remaining horses as far as the betting board, with 4 entries. And the rain hitting hard again here in St. John, so maybe a little late getting this final field out onto the racetrack. Your betting features are exactor, win and place, along with triactor betting. And the early better's choice is KD Overdrive at 1-9. So we'll see the starters on the racetrack here shortly for our 5th and final.
Horses and drivers for race number 5, the finale, now on the racetrack for the postbred. Here come the starters for race number 5. Number 1, KD Overdrive, owned by Steve Mason, Quispam Sister Brunswick. Steve does the training. Kyle Mason will do the driving from the rail. KD Overdrive. Number 2, Thank You All My Fans, owned by Kate McNeil of St. John, New Brunswick. Rick Allaby is the trainer. Stephen Traits does the driving from post 2. Thank You All My Fans. Number 3, Emperor, owned by Jeff Lewis of Moncton, New Brunswick. Jeff does the training. He will do the driving from post 3. That's Emperor. Number 4, Ebb and the Boys, owned by Doug Beckwith, second North River, New Brunswick. Doug does the training. Colin DeCourcy will do the driving from post 4, Ebb and the Boys. And number 5, Woodmere Ideal Art, owned by the Ultimate Stable, Greater Lakeburn, New Brunswick. Sifwa Melanson does the training. Todd Trites will do the driving. Number 5, Woodmere Ideal Art. And he is banned from wagering, folks. So just make your selections from the inside 4. And good luck to anybody still in the handicapping contest. My second pick of the day is here in race number 5. I have 10 to win in place on number 1, KD Overdrive. Good luck to anybody else in the contest here this afternoon.
And with starters on track for our 5th race of the afternoon. Feature race, our last live race on the program here today. Of course, Woodmere Ideal Art banned from betting But, of course, he is the top selection, Scotty, of all of us here in race number 5. Comes off that big trip last week, 155 flat by 4 1/4 lengths. Todd Traits is in the bike again for the Ultimate Stable. Trainer Seafoam Melanson. Todd was in the bike last week for the big win, and I think we'll see him bust right out to the front end, because there ain't many. I've always said there ain't many in the Maritimes, I think, around here this year that can leave with him, and I think it's catch me if you can time for Woodmere Ideal Art.
Yeah, definitely the class of the field here in race number 5 to get the job done, and again barred from betting, but should get the win trip as far as the purse money is concerned. And with the wagering now, Kurt, remaining with the 4 horses, we both like KD Overdrive from Post 1. Of course, a big winner last week. I had him in the handicapping contest actually last week, and he made me a bit nervous. He was parked pretty much every step of the way, made a first over trip, and got the job done by 2 lengths. Good mile for him, 159 and 3. And he's been 11 of 20 in the top 3, and just $3 shy of $6,000 on the season for owner-trainer Steve Mason. Kyle Mason already has a win in this afternoon. Of course, in the first race, he scored with a long shot, but he's got the favorite wagering-wise here with number 1, KD Overdrive, currently at 2-5, Kurt.
Yeah, you got to like him. He's always, if you look at his lines there, he gives a good effort each and every week. He's paced some good miles all year long, usually sub 2 minutes every time he goes to the gate. And as you mentioned, he was out a long way last week and grinded out the hard-fought win and still got up, and then he drew away by 2 lengths at the end, 159 and 3. I like the fact that he's back into rail control again today, so I think Kyle can have him spotted well. Of course, we all know Woodmere Ideal Art will be setting the numbers, but with the rest of them being behind him, I think if Kyle can get him in that position, he could be there to strike late in the mile without a doubt. And he's, for the betting purposes, he's the big favorite, 2-5.
Yeah, 2-5 on him, and a bit surprised that Eben the Boy sitting at 4-5, second choice. I thought he'd be a little higher in betting, but he does have the credentials and comes off a pace trip in 1:56 in his last outing, and Woodmere Ideal Art, of course, won that race. Little Manny second, Blood Money, so the big 3 beat him last week, so he was the 4th best last week, but some people may look at that and play some money on him. Number 4, Eben the Boys, right now at 4-5. He's your second choice, and kind of wide open here, Kurt. Thank you, all my fans, and Emperor. Big long shot right now at 14-1 if you're looking for an upset here in the win column. Thank you, all my fans. Might be worth a shot. Stephen Trites does get along with this pacer well for Kate McNeil, and trainer Rick Allaby. Stephen Trites in the driver's seat, and 13 of 26, so he's 500 in the top 3. Going to be tough here from post 2, I think. I think you'll get a good start here and get a good plug-along trip and some nice value, 15-1.
Yeah, he is good value with only being the 4 horses in the race. Good value right there now, at 15-1. And Jeff Lewis's horse too is given decent odds right now at 7-5. I guess it's KD Overdrive and Eben the Boys are the 2 big favorites on the board right now, according to the public. And last minute to wager now on race number 5. Starters are going to be going to the gate shortly. Last chance to wager.
And still the bettor's choice, KD Overdrive at 1-4, and Eben the Boys second choice, 4-5, as they're moving in on the backstretch. Last call for a ticket.
Starters are assembling on the backstretch, field of 5 to contest the event. Race number 5, top class time. We will send it up to Brock with the race call momentarily.
Starters for the last hour on the turn. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, our 50-50 winner will be drawn by the winner here in race number 5. 50-50 still to be drawn here by the winner of race number 5. For rail out, we have KD Overdrive and Kyle Mason. Thank you, all my fans, with Stephen Trites, Emperor with Jeff Lewis, Eben the Boys calling to Corsi outside, Woodmere Ideal Art, Todd Trites, post time, race 5. Here they come. There they go, off and pacing. Great start inside. Thank you, all my fans. In between pacers, that's Emperor. Far outside, Woodmere, Ideal Art. These three fire into the turn. Thank you, all my fans. Inside has command of the racetrack. He looks outside. That's the big-time favorite. Actually, he's even barred from wagering. Woodmere, Ideal Art, and Todd Trites, they're surging for the front. Thank you, all my fans. Those going to take him a ways before he releases them. Woodmere, Ideal Art now touches down to pylon command. He's the leader by the opening quarter. Woodmere, Ideal Art now has command of the racetrack. 28-3, the price paid in the slop to be the leader. Right there second, that's Thank You All My Fans. Emperor studies things from third. KD Overdrive, he holds down fourth, and at the back, Ebb and the boys can see them all as they start to bunch up in front of the fans the first time around, and the rain really picks up as they come to the half. It's Woodmere, Ideal Art in the driving rain. He's the leader halfway home for Todd Trites. Woodmere, Ideal Art got them there 58-2. Halfway home, Woodmere, Ideal Art. Thank you, all my fans. The closest to him in second. Emperor still on the cones from third. KD Overdrive, he bides his time from fourth. And at the back, Ebb and the boys. Nobody moves yet because the fractions are fast. On down the backside they go. Woodmere, Ideal Art. His lead still by 2 lengths. Thank you, all my fans, though, is keeping track with him in second. Emperor still there third. KD Overdrive's now off the cones from fourth by 3/4, 129 flat. Woodmere, Ideal Art looks strong. He's trying to seal it right here. Thank you, all my fans, trying to track him down in second. KD Overdrive's battling for third with Emperor top of the stretch. Woodmere, Ideal Art shows the way home. Thank you, all my fans, is second. Far outside, KD Overdrive, but Woodmere, Ideal Art, he just drives away through the stretch. It's all Woodmere, Ideal Art. At the line, KD Overdrive got up for second over Thank You All My Fans. Time for the mile. $1:59.4. $1:59.4, the mile time here in race number 5.
And no surprise here, Woodmere, Ideal Art wins here in the finale, race number 5, as Todd Trites got him to the front. Got a little bit parked there to that opening quarter, but cruised to the top and never really headed after that. And as far as wagering concerned, Thank You All My Fans had that 2-hole trip, and KD Overdrive, I think he made some handicapper players in the contest nervous there. He was third in the outside as far as betting was concerned down the home stretch. But Thank You All My Fans had that nice trip, and he's second currently. And on the outside, KD Overdrive closes. So wagering-wise, KD Overdrive gets up in the final strides to get the job done here over Thank You All My Fans. And Evan the boys closed pretty good as well. But wagering-wise, KD Overdrive gets up to win it. And Thank You All My Fans had that good trip and will get the deuce. And then up for third, Evan the boys was fast and closing over number 3, Emperor. So we'll have the Ultimate Stables back once again with their third win of the afternoon with Woodmere, Ideal Art, 1:59.4.
His way back in front of the fans comes the winner of race number 5. It is the 5, Woodmere, Ideal Art. He's a 6-year-old gelded son of Articulator from the Western Ideal mare, Very Ideal Hanover. He's owned by the Ultimate Stable of Greater Lakeburn, New Brunswick. That's 3 winners on the card for the Ultimate Stable, 2 winners for trainer Sifwa Melanson, and 2 winners for driver Todd Trites. Congratulations to the connections here, the Ultimate Stable, Sifwa Melanson, Todd Trites, and Woodmere, Ideal Art. He stopped the clock today, 1:59.4. 1:59.4 on the deteriorating racetrack here this afternoon. 5 is headed official. Race 5 headed official. Remember, with your top down, you take off the winner, Woodmere Ideal Art. So your top down, number 1, KD Overdrive, finished second, pays out at first place. Number 2, Thank You All My Fans, finished third, plays out in second place. Number 3, Emperor was fifth. 4, Ebb and the Boys, finished fourth, will be paid out in third place. And number 1, Woodmere Ideal Art, was your race winner, barred from wagering. Top down on your program should read 2, 3, 5, 4, 1 on the bottom. Fractions for race number 5, quarter was up 28 and 3, half 58 and 2, 3 quarters 129 flat. Mile time for your winner, number 5, Woodmere Ideal Art, 159 and 4.
And we'd like to congratulate Paulette Munn, today's winner of the 50-50 draw. Looks like her cell number outside the city. So Paulette Munn, you can claim your prize at the bottom of the judges' stand.
Race 5 is official. Number 1, KD Overdrive. Parimutually paid $3.30 to win, $2.10 to place. The 2, Thank You All My Fans, $2.10 to place. $2 exactor pays out on a 1-2 combination, $8.40. $2 daily double, 3-1 the winning combination, $3.20. And a $2 triactor here in race number 5 pays out on a 1-2-4 combination. Your triactor will return you $21 even. Nobody solved the pick 5 here this afternoon. Therefore, that pick 5 pool will carry over to the next live card here at Exhibition Park. That one set to go here next Saturday at 1 o'clock. Just a reminder, there are 3 live cards of racing left on the season. They all come up in the month of October. We race next Saturday. We then take the following weekend off for Thanksgiving weekend. The Atlantic Breeders' Crown in Charlottetown, along with the yearling sale on Friday. We will not be racing the Breeders' Crown weekend, but we are back the following 2 weekends, and we wrap it all up here on October 23rd with the Autumn Gold Series finals and the Milton Downey Memorial Stakes for 2-year-old pacing colts and fillies. So mark those 3 Saturdays on your card. 3 Saturdays left here for the season at Exhibition Park.